Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Alright, I know a few days have passed since my last upload, and I don't mean to be neglecting you guys, but like I've said before, I'll do this at my own pace, at the quality I can give it to you each day, and I'm a busy man, so right now there's a lot to tend to, but hopefully towards, well, tomorrow, the day after, I should be back on track with some, tangible stuff for you guys. At any rate, so St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so even if you're not Irish or Gaelic or any Celt whatsoever, it's still very interesting, especially if you like to study the shifts of cultures and kind of not just Europe, but the whole phenomenon of one way of life going out and then another one taking its place. Because this dates back to Saint Patrick, who came over and christened our whole story there. It's actually quite interesting. There's a metaphor there. These they say that he drove out the snakes, and there were no snakes, and it's, I think it has to do with his confrontations with the druids. You know, when he was getting to follow his ways, etc., etc. Anyways, I'm elaborating this into a whole bunch of useless language. Just go check it out. And yeah, the reason for why I point this out is that a lot of people go out and celebrate St. Patrick's Day, whether they have Irish heritage or not. And quite frankly, and even among people of Irish descent, I think a lot of them wouldn't even be able to give you, if you would ask them on the street, they wouldn't be able off the top of their heads, I think, to give you even the most basic information about St. Patrick's Day. Like many, not even the stuff you could find on the one page on Wikipedia, So, and as much as I love search engines and the Google era, if you will, I'm not the biggest fan of Google, but the ability to be able to just locate your way to every bit of information and then see what everybody has to say about it and verify from all these different sources that all claim to give you the truth. That's just something I really cherish and I love because I'm curious by nature, but I feel like I'm seeing a bit of a pitfall in it as well. See, if we constantly just rely on the thing that we can take out our smartphone and just look for whatever information we need when we need it, we're not really training our little memory to store some shit. Actually, just a little bit of shit. You don't need to store all the shit, but a little bit of shit you should store in there. And why? Because your references, the references that in the connections and links that your mind makes in real time when you're taking in information from life out there on the streets, in or in nature, in the cities, whatever, just out there in life, you see something or you experience something, and your mind makes these connections to memory, and those are past experiences and the knowledge that you've accumulated, and the more you actually accumulate knowledge and whenever you're reading something, even just looking up information on those search engines, really just contemplate that. Allow yourself to think and explore, because when you're thinking and exploring and investing that energy, that's making it easier for you to store it in the memory as well. So yeah, that's I think that's the point I wanted to make. It's an interesting holiday, St. Patrick's Day, but I don't think a lot of people know the story and check it out. Story and there's a point to be made there about storing things in memory and just be curious, like any holiday. Where do we have this holiday? Check it out, look it up, read about it, study the shit. Just like, why do we have that holiday over there? Gonna celebrate it anyways. Why are we protesting this, I wonder? I'm just gonna celebrate it anyways. No, protest it anyways, I mean. No, informing ourselves. So, yeah, it's good. Stories are not. You're better off with, unless as long as it doesn't overwhelm you to a point where you're just paralyzed because you have too much and you have no idea what to do with it all, how to make sense of it all. But and manageable doses. So that's my message for today, this weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See y'all later. All right. Viking out.